Okay, welcome back everyone. Welcome to 2026. I wish you a lot of happy builds, functional builds, not like on this channel where nothing ever works. Finding your finally endgame keyboard, and of course all the less important stuff like living in good health and finding a girlfriend and starting the gym and all this other like crap nobody cares about. Welcome back to first stream this year. I did try to stream on Monday in case you noticed. But that didn't go well. Of course, I was doing some stuff with OBS over the weekend. I was trying to change the streaming to make Twitch my primary stream. And I hope I should be able now to get different stream quality on Twitch. I need to check soon. And yeah, so when I hit stream on Monday, OBS just died on me and that was it. So I had to postpone. So today is the day, is the first stream of the year. And yeah, I bring some good news. Finally, I got Chordie working. I was googling a little bit and thinking about the issue we've been having with I2C. And at some point I started asking like, what if there's some kind of interference or something like that? Because the whole thing just dies as soon as you connect a cable, and even if it wasn't connected to the other half, it would still make the trackpad not functional. The keyboard was working okay, but for some reason the trackpad wasn't responding. So I was thinking, oh, maybe there is some kind of interference or something like that happening. So something has to be wrong. And I started Googling and I found that you can add some resistors to I2C, but like inline resistors, not pull-up resistors like we have for between SDA and SCL and VCC. You can do inline resistors. They should be 200 up to 330 ohm, so not that much. And it's something similar to USB. I think USB is different. I can't remember the value, but I think on USB there is still some inline resistors, or maybe it's even 330 as well. Well, anyways, I found some kind of a diagram about it, and I was looking at it, and it was suggested that each I2C device should have its own resistor. It didn't really mention that it's good for any kind of interference or any kind of issues with I2C, but like it was mentioned that it might help if there is a sudden current spike or something like that, that can help the I2C devices, that can kind of save them. So that's what I did. I just like add those two resistors, and to my surprise, I can't say I wasn't surprised. It's finally started working. So I guess that was the issue. The problem was that there was some kind of interference. Maybe there was something wrong with the impedance. Maybe the issue is that also maybe not all the wires are enameled, like, I mean, maybe not enameled, but like they have some kind of insulation, because I think some of the wires on the I2C, I just route them with the transformer wire, which is not that well insulated. So maybe there is some kind of interference or something like that. I don't really know. I'm not quite sure about it, but yeah, those resistors, they did help. I got it working, and I am very, very happy about it, because it took us, I don't know how many streams, 3-4 streams trying to figure it out. I was also fighting with it off stream with no success. But yeah, finally we have this issue solved. Keyboard is working fine. I am very happy about it. So today we still have some stuff to do with Chordie. Since we got it working, we need to rearrange this adapter for this trackpad, because that one was kind of like done ad hoc, and I don't really like how it looks like. It was just like a quick and dirty hack. So what I would like to do, I'd like to make it more squarish, I would say, something like that. So I think the screws will stay where they are. I just need to add like a bit of an edge. And of course we still have one more. We still have we still have this one, which is also TPS, but this one is, I think, called 65. So this one's a little bit larger, as you can easily tell. So I would like to also accommodate for that one. I also changed the lens. I don't know if you noticed. Let me know in the comments if you find this view better or worse. I think it might be better because you can see more of like what is happening. On the other hand, you can see all my mess everywhere, so maybe it's not that good. Anyways, going back to our trackpad, so we will need to try adapt this one somehow. It's gonna be tricky, because when you look at it, yeah, I can't move it to the right, so it will have to stay like this. So it will be a little bit to the left, and looking at it, so we're gonna have to make some kind of amount over here. It might not look that well. I was also considering maybe changing the bottom part. So for the trackball and for the circuit trackpad, which is this one, maybe we can just stay on the round shape. And for these two, we could technically go with a different base. Well, but then I wanted to have it flexible, so I would like to have the option to be able to change to any kind of a pointing device without having to redo the whole wiring, because it's really painful. It's almost 8 hours of like soldering. Even though it's such a tiny keyboard, it's still quite a lot of work. So I guess it would be best to just keep it like that. We just need to change this a little bit. Maybe it will look better once we get to it. Maybe it won't be that ugly. And yeah, I think we'll start with trying to build something like this, like the top plate for this trackpad. So we will have like dimensions for it. We will send this to print, and in the meantime I would like to redesign this part. And yeah, and on top of that I have a list of things that we need to take care of. Yeah, so one thing that we need to take a look at. Yeah, so I was talking about those resistors, right? And I was thinking, because they will be over here somewhere, where the MCU is, there will be like 2 additional resistors somewhere. But looking at it right now, I was hoping I'll be able to fit them on this wall, but that doesn't seem to be the case, because we have this screw over here, so that will not work. Over here is also not that great, because there is not enough space. Over here we have our diodes. Yeah. Okay, so there are 2 options that we can go about. Okay, let's say we do it like this. So we can have a controller like that and just solder resistor on a short wire, and then have another wire over here and just route it to I2C. That will be the easiest. It doesn't require any kind of work on our end. We don't need to redesign anything. Another option would be to have... Do I have any kind of print? I don't have any print. Yeah, I'm not gonna open this one, so maybe we can do it on CAD. Let's take a look. So we can, because I2C will be hooked up over here, we will have those 2 1mm wires. So we can technically stuff those resistors maybe somewhere over here, but that's gonna be a little bit messy, I'm afraid, because like we'll have like a lot of wires coming through here. And of course, I think there will be something, yeah, we'll have also wires coming from here. Well, another option will be over here on the I2C expander. Yeah, but looking, okay, maybe we can give it a shot. Maybe we can figure out something. It would be nice if I could get the cutout of this part. Okay, let's see, maybe we'll be able to fit those two in, or maybe somewhere over here. Yeah, and one more thing I was considering, because the keyboard is small, but I was wondering if we will be able to fit in Raspberry Pi. What's that? Pico. Yeah, right. This little fella. I mean, it's not that small, but now we have this one is 2040, and I think right now there is a newer version which is 2050. But the size-wise, they are both the same, so that shouldn't be an issue. Yeah, so that is one thing I was considering. What else do we have here? Oh, there's quite some stuff still. Alright, so I think we're gonna start with redesigning, maybe not redesigning, with trying to get this thing somehow. Okay, let's take a look if I have some kind of okay, what is that? Ah, yeah, right. So okay, so this is my project for the Azoteq. Where did I put it? It makes me wonder if I have it in my CAD stash. So that's where I hold all my CAD things that I can reuse later on. Let's take a see over here. Okay, that's FreeCAD. I assume I don't have it here yet. Okay, because it wasn't finished. Alright, so let's go over here. So that one is for 43. We also have some kind of a spec sheet for that. If I can find it, of course. Ah yes, over here. TPS. Whereas I was about to check if it's possible to change the stream quality. Okay, let's see. Ah yeah, okay, so now it can be changed. So I guess Pinky will be happy about it. He was asking for this stuff. So yeah, great. So at least this works, and as far as I can tell, YouTube is working as well. Yeah, okay, great. I hope the sound is on. Anyways, let's go back to this thing. Okay, we should have some kind of a dimensions, maybe over here. Okay, 43 by 40. Okay, let's see. So that's the... Okay. Alright, so that's 40.3. Okay, so maybe it's accurate. Okay, so I think I add like 0.3 to the dimensions that they provide on the datasheet. Okay, so it's not that bad. Let's see. So let's make this one 65. Okay, maybe we should do it from the center. Alright, so this one will be 49.3, and this one will be 65.3. Okay, what is this? Okay, 3.5 radius. I think I got it correct. 3.5. Well, I hope it's also valid for the larger one. Yeah, let's take a look. So, okay, how does this work? It looks fairly simple, I have to say. What is the distance between these two? Okay, I did a 0.1. Okay, and over here, from here to here, 2.3. Okay, not that difficult. Okay, so let's do it like this. Let's do offset. It's gonna be 0.1. And okay, this 0.1. Let's do an offset. Okay, I think it was 2.4. 2.5. Hey Jet Pinky, welcome. Happy New Year, happy 2026. You can give it a shot because I changed the stream, so now you should have all the options. I just checked and it's even 360p, so maybe you can finally get a video feed. Give it a shot and let me know if it works for you. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, so that will be our folder. All right, how was it organized? Okay, so we have to do like an inset over here. So let's try from here, like this. So, okay, let's offset this by 2.3. Oh, technically it's the same stuff, but finally I managed to get the keyboard working. So all I needed was just a bunch of resistors in line in I2C, and now this thing finally started working, so I have no more issues with it. So it doesn't matter if I connect the wire or if I connect both halves, it works like a charm. I actually even worked on it, and to be honest, I was thinking about the solution that I came up with. And I think this also solves the issue because on the, I think on this one, there were also some issues with magnetic encoder. It wasn't working. So I was thinking, oh, maybe I did something wrong with the encoder or something like that. But I think that was the issue. The I2C was to blame. I haven't checked the magnetic encoder on it. Maybe we can install it sometime later, maybe on some other stream. Because I'm kind of curious right now, like if it really helped. I mean, definitely it helps because this one works, but would it also solve the issue with the magnetic encoder? And on top of that, I remember I was having this issue with this keyboard. I was blaming it on the firmware, on my coding, and it would occasionally crash, but it would only crash on on ARM, so like RP2040 and so forth, but it was working okay on AVR. And I think this issue with I2C might be also to blame for that. So I am hoping that with these resistors, I think it's gonna finally solve all the issues. So yeah, we are slowly slowly finishing the project. I am now doing adapters for the trackpads. So we already have 43 millimeters, one done, but I need to redesign it later. And now I am working on 65 millimeters. So first I'm gonna do like a mock-up, kind of, just to see if the overall shape fits inside. And from there we can just move to Chordie and we can make it work over there. So I'm kind of excited because finally seems like we might have some progress. Okay, so that's the bottom. Okay, how... Alright, so that's kind of thick. Oh, that doesn't matter. Okay, let's do it like this. Okay, so this shape should fit our trackpad, the 65 one. I hope it will work. But this one is very nice. I was working on the smaller one. It's okay, but I think that's not enough surface. It's a little bit too short. I mean, it's still okay, still good. But this one's a little bit bigger, so you have like more surface to move the mouse. And I like how sensitive they are. Much better than Circuit. Okay, so I think these are the only parts that we need. Let me take a look. What stuff do we have? Ah, okay, so that was like the whole box when I was testing it. Okay, so we won't be needing that. So all I need is just this, and if it fits, we can go from there. Well, basically, the only part that is really important is like this inner size. So if we can fit the trackpad inside, then we are good to go. Alright, so let's export and print. I also haven't been doing much over those past 2 weeks, kind of slacking. So I hope the print will turn out okay. I did dry my filament just last week, so maybe it would be okay. Okay, let's do TPS 65. Yes, the software is built on QMK. So yes, it's an open source project, and my changes will be also published. So my firmware will be also open source because I can't close it. That would be against the license. On the other hand, why would I do that? Makes absolutely no sense. Ah, yes, the Design Spark. Yes, it is free. You can get a free license, but it has some limitations, but not that many. So it is fully usable as a free software. You don't have to pay for it. What you are losing is the mirror option, which is here, which, to be honest, is not that much important. And I think the other thing that you are missing is that you can't export to step, for example. You can only export to STL on the base version or on the free version, which is also not that much of a problem if you're doing 3D printing. Can be a problem if you would like to share your design and let other people like modify it. Then step file is obviously better than STL. STL is you can't really modify it, and depending on the software someone else might be using, it might be very difficult to actually get it to work. So that's another thing. And I think one more thing is that you can't save 2D files, so you can't export the DXF, I think. So this is also not that much of an issue unless you want to do PCB, for example. And when you have to export your for example, you have the shape of the case for your keyboard and would like to export this, then it might be problematic a little bit. So, but these are not like deal breakers, and you really don't have to pay for it. And the software is great. It's very flexible, quite powerful, I have to admit. It's very good for like rapid prototyping. And it's very easy to learn. And there's a really good manual. You just hit F1. I think I can get it. Yeah. Yeah, so the manual looks something like this. And you have like everything described how to do. So this is basically how I learned this software. I just sat down, opened this, and I was going like one by one, reading like what is what and trying it at the same time. So if there was some kind of feature described, I would try to do something to like figure out how it works in general. Yeah, this is how I got to know this software. Okay, our holder is done. Should be good, I suppose. Okay, let's leave the bed leveling on. Alrighty, let's see if we have a view on the printer. Yeah, it looks like it's live. That's great. Okay. Okay, I think it's gonna print, or maybe not. What is it doing? It says it's downloading. I think with the latest firmware there is some issue with Bamboo, because like you will send something and it won't start. Okay, it says it's downloading 100%. So maybe it will start. Ah, yeah, okay. So I'm taking this back. It works. Great. All right, so we are here. So this one is done. That's fine. We're gonna let it print for a while. And in the meantime, okay, we were supposed to check if we can fit Raspberry Pico. Okay, this one, it's quite huge. Let's see. So that's Raspberry, and that is like a standard Pro Micro. So I think my 2040s are the same size. Yeah, so it's quite a lot. A bit of an overkill, especially when we actually only need I2C. We could definitely fit in one of those Arduino Xiao. I don't know if I got the name right. The Xiao. Yeah, this is the fella. This one will definitely work. I do have some of these with RP2040. Yeah, but this one doesn't really need any kind of an adjustments, I think. Well, maybe except for if we would like to take a look on the bottom plate. There might be not enough space if you would like to... Okay, that's a little bit mess. What do we have over here? Okay, I think this one. Ah, yeah, right. So there might be not enough space because like Xiao might be like smaller like this. So maybe we'll have to extend. Oh, well, maybe we can just take a look since we are here already. Let's see. Do they have a datasheet? Definitely they must have something. So maybe we can just extend it a little bit. Okay, 21 by 17.8. Okay. Let's see. All right, let's how can we do it? Yeah, it's very tiny. Hey there, Cos Creations. Long time no see. How was your New Year? How was Christmas, if you celebrate? And happy 2026. Yeah, finally we got it working. All we needed was just 2 resistors inline in I2C, and it's like smooth as a butter now, so I'm very happy about it. I was so demotivated that it wasn't working. I almost dropped it, but yeah, turned out we can make it work. Okay, so I guess that's gonna be 17.8 and that's gonna be 21. Okay, let's make it, let's say it's gonna be 1.6. Great to hear that. Any New Year's resolution, guys? Planning to hit the gym? Oh yeah, so I was right, not enough space. So we can easily fix that. I can just move it a little bit further. It makes me wonder if I grab it like that, would that work? Yeah. Okay, this should be good. Maybe a little bit more. Okay, let's do it like this. I think I'm gonna cut it and I'm gonna drop it in my cat stash. Oh, for me it's quite some time already. I think it's gonna be, oh my god, like 3 years maybe? I can't remember. It's been some time. It's been some time. But not like I am doing it every day. But it's been a while. And I've been paying for it for at least 2 years now. Because I do need those features. Maybe mirror not that much. I don't really use mirror at all. But I do need step export, because when I do something I will usually share it, and I do need DXF export and import because for the PCB. So yeah, I need those features. Okay, let's keep it over here. Where is it? Okay, back to the center. Nice. Okay, so we can keep it for the future builds if we ever want to incorporate it. Yeah, I see that they changed a little bit. Oh, they have even Bluetooth now. Oh, that's quite nice. I have this. I have 2040 somewhere, and I think I have maybe this one. I am not quite sure. Yeah, I think I have this one, because when I was buying it, there was this Sense and this, and I went with this one. And do I have anything else? Oh, they even made RP2350. Oh, that's very nice. They're really up to speed. Very cool board. Yeah, I was wondering maybe we can make Chordie wireless at the same time, because QMK does support Bluetooth, but I don't know at this point if it's gonna work with this particular module. Let's see. Okay, Bluetooth, right? What does it mean? No Bluetooth? Ah yes, they call it wireless now. Okay, what chip is supported? This one. Okay, so I don't think that's the one. 5.1. Oh well, so maybe not. Okay, anyways, I digress a little bit. Okay, the print is going well. Yeah, but these are very nice boards. So now we should be able to fit Chordie in here. Okay, so I was supposed to check the Pico, right? If it's gonna fit or not. And the question is, do I have it over here? In Jack LEDs, what a mess. I don't have it here. I do have it somewhere else for sure. Okay, I have it over here. Let's do it like this. Okay, makes me wonder if I can... Okay, it's one part now, great. Okay, this one I can close, we won't be needing this project. Okay, so... But technically I could just link it, and that would be good as well. Let's see, because we don't have to copy paste everything. Or maybe I have it even over here somewhere. I can't see it anywhere. Okay, not a problem. Let's do Pico, and I think we can do maybe something like this. Okay, that will import the whole file, which I don't really want. If I copy this and I paste it over here, yeah, so it changed a little bit. Okay, let's see if it's gonna, if I move it over here, would it change? Okay, it's not moving. Okay, it makes me wonder if I, let's say, I would like to rotate. Oops. Okay, I think, oh no, okay. Did it change? Okay, it's not really moving it. Okay, so that is okay. So we have some kind of connection over here. How was it? So the icon is a little bit different, and this means that this is like external. It says there's a source. Okay. Does it say where is it? Okay, exclude. Let's take a look. Okay, it doesn't say where the part really is. Yeah, well, that is okay. I think it's like an external right now. Okay, and if I change it like this, okay, nothing changes. Okay, that's great. Okay, affects multiple documents. Okay, this is a little bit weird in Design Spark. That, for example, if I undo here and I have this document include, it might also undo over here. But that's not that much of a problem right now. Okay, let's do -90 and rotate 180. Okay, it doesn't look like it's gonna fit that well, because I would have to... chop off quite a lot of stuff over here. Okay, let's see. Let's remove the bottom plate. How does it look like from the bottom? Ah. Okay. Okay, how far do we have to go? Okay, so we don't really have to go this far. And basically, maybe we can still make a fit, because that is not that much of an issue. Because what we can do, we can just make an opening over here. And you know, the Pico is quite cheap, so that might be a good alternative. For example, it's definitely cheaper than those RP2040 I've been using from... I forgot the name. What was the name? Let's see. Ah yes, from... I think I was getting from SparkFun, or maybe from Mauser. Yeah, I think that's the name, SparkFun. Yeah, that's the one, and it's rather expensive, I have to say. Yeah, $20. And how much is Raspberry Pico over here? Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, Pico technology, maybe. And there's quite a lot. Rating systems. Oh, too much stuff. Okay, this one. Well, how is it, Pico? One more try. Okay. Let's see, maybe this one. Okay. Yeah, so this one is wireless. Okay, so Pico 2, alright. Yeah, so this one is way cheaper. Where is the price? 11.8 for this one. Okay, and we have print done. What's that? I think that will be the one. Yeah, so it's the newer one, 2350. And how much is it? Yeah, just $6. My god, so you can have 3 for the price of 1. Yeah, so that's definitely, yeah, we have to definitely include that. Let me go grab the print. We can try if it fits. It looks good. I wonder if it fits. It's a little bit loose. looks like there is too much space. Okay, that is interesting because we cut it almost the same way as this one. And it doesn't quite fit the same way. But definitely we have to get rid of this wobble because it's moving. So it needs to be tighter fit. So I think maybe we can just go around and like minus 0.05. That should do the job. Let's do a quick one over here. Okay, makes me wonder. Okay, so that's a little bit. Okay. Let's try like this. Okay. So what is the distance right now? Okay. 65.4. Okay, I think I've made a mistake, have I? Okay, let's take a look. So that's the PCB and that's the holder, right? So we've made the PCB a little bit larger. We have 40.3. Okay, and the distance is 0.1. Okay, so that should be okay, 65.3. And we also did 0.1. So now it should be a little less. Yes, 0.05. Okay, maybe this will fit a little bit better. Maybe they're a little bit different. Not a problem though. Well, I could say that maybe the plastic hasn't cooled off yet, but even still, that's like too much space. Okay, off you go to the printer. Okay, I think I'm gonna skip bed leveling. Okay, back to Chordie. So we need to make a cutout. Okay, it looks like it's also a little bit larger. Okay, that's a little bit. Okay, that's not okay because there will be not enough space over here. So it would need to go a little bit deeper at the same time. Yeah, because it's gonna almost cut through the wall. Oh, we have a problem. And we can't really move it back too much. Even this doesn't look too good. this part might be not enough for a good print. How about we move this, or maybe make it wider? That shouldn't be a problem. Okay, it should help with this part over here. But over here, it's gonna be difficult. Okay, we can pull it out a little bit, maybe. Yeah, I guess we will have to print like a check, because there is not enough space over here to do our typical thingy to hold it. Like, I can't have this hole because it's gonna be already over here. All right. Okay, things are getting complicated a little. Can I move it? Alrighty, let's see. Okay. Let's say I would like to move it by 2.4. Alright, I can't move it this far. Okay, this explains a lot. Okay, let's do it like this. First of all, I need to find which... Okay, so we are over here. And I think I should be making this over here somewhere. Okay, on the common. Okay, let's do it like this. Maybe I will make a new component. And from here... let's see... Okay, that's gonna be a little bit tight, but I think it should be enough. I guess like if we cut it out through here with this shape. Okay, at the same time, I forgot to check one more thing, because let's take a look. Take a look on the data sheet. Or maybe we have dimensions. Okay, we have dimensions over here. So 51.3. Well, I need this 21. Okay, so this one is okay, 21. So maybe we need one. Maybe we can do it like a little bit further. Let's leave 0.1 for it. So let's make it offset by 1.3. like so. That should give us enough space. Okay. So it connects over here. Yeah, this one won't really work. How can we close this? That's a problem right now. Why do we always have to have such an odd issues? I wonder how it's gonna pan out on this side. Let's do 1.3 as well. And also, is this enough for others to fit in as well? We might need to maybe make an opening. Because we need to have a USB over here. So it would be okay if it wasn't blocking. Okay, let's do it like this. Oops, looks like I forgot something. Ah, yeah, right. I think we still have to add these. Okay, one more missing. How about this one? This one? Okay, now we have both. It makes me wonder if it's gonna fit or not, because we'll have to hook up a plug over here, USB. So I'm using these magnetic ones, and like looking at this, yeah, so maybe first this one's a little bit crooked because I didn't put a screw underneath. Looks like there's enough space. Yeah, we still should be good. Well, we still have to print it anyway, just to give it a shot, so then we can see if the Pico fits in, and also maybe you can try other controllers, then we'll have like a better picture. Let's do it like this. So before I make any changes to this one, would be nice to save it. Let's do it like this. Okay, I think I'm gonna... Yeah, I think it would make sense to do it like a full rectangle over here. And then we can size it up to this. But we have to pick up the edge. Okay, let's see if we cut it right now. Okay, I need to get rid of Pico for now. Right, so from this one, still a little bit too high because it was done on top. Now it should be fine. Yeah, so now we have it aligned. Okay, so still need to lift up. Probably it's gonna be like the thickness. Why is it 1.3? Okay, so from this one, cut this, remove all the pieces. Call it, that would be our cutter. Let's hide it and see what we have done. Okay, it's not that bad. I would have to say. Okay, so far so good. Let's take a look at this, because this won't print for sure. There's not enough plastic over here. I can even test it out. Let's see. Let's just call it test or something like that. Yeah, I was right. So we're gonna have a hole over here. Oh, I've been there before, so it comes as a no surprise. Okay. But so far it's looking okay, I have to admit. So what we need to do next? We have to add this. Okay, something like that. Okay, let's just project this. So we can fully enclose the whole thing. Okay. Now it's a little bit better. Well, basically we can just move this and that will move the whole thing forward. So then we don't have to really worry about like how deep it's gonna be. I can just do something like this. This should kind of like make it vanish. Get rid of this one. And now I can bring back Pico. We can try to move it. Oh yeah, right. Wasn't too smart. Because we still need a way to keep it a little bit further, right? Because otherwise, well, it's still gonna lock on this anyway. So that doesn't really change much. But I think we have to make some space. Let's move it back by 0.1 and this one as well. Need a little bit of margin over here, okay. Yeah, over here we already have an opening. But that's not a problem. And can I move it back over here? Okay, this one, minus 0.1. Right, and over here we have a little bit of a mess. Okay, so that should do it. Hopefully that will be enough for the Pico. Okay, also looking at it, let's take a look. Okay, makes me wonder. Okay, first of all, it has a different... It's not a USB-C, it's a USB-B or micro. Okay, it's 8 millimeters. What do we have over here? Okay, so this maybe will work. can I make it distance from here to here? 0.1. Okay, it actually worked. All right. It looks good to me. Quick check before we send it to the printer. Yeah, so this should technically be like a very, very tight fit for it. Okay. Should we maybe... Okay, there might be an issue with if we have some tin or something like that. Okay, 4, 5. Okay, that is interesting. Okay, I'm gonna print it and we're gonna check later how it looks. If we can fit in anything. I think the only issue might be like access to different pins, but well, and basically we can also make it work because we can, for example, maybe make holes somewhere, maybe on top over here, and then just screw it through the bottom plate. At least maybe 2 screws like over here, so that would keep it in place as well. Okay, let's try printing it. Okay, our previous print is done as well. That's kind of nice. Okay, let me just pick it up. So then we should have no issues sending this to the print. Okay, before we check, let's send this one. So we don't need this part, and we don't need this part, and this one as well. We only want this. Now let's call it the same name. How about now? Yeah, but we have no holes, at least. Well, it's still not that much. It's like, what? 2 walls, maybe? It's still kind of thin. I think it should be okay. Should be good. But we need support, definitely. But we only gonna do it on the build plate, like that. And I don't want 3, I want normal. How about now? Okay. Oh, looks fine. Let's go with this one. Okay, this is our new part. Need to get rid of the old one. And before I mess them up together. And there is still some wobble. Yeah, it's moving up and down. Something is not right. I mean, I haven't checked what was the margin or tolerance. Okay, let's see. We have over here 45, 48. 0.9. Over here 65. Okay, so we are a little bit off. We are 49.45. Is 65 and 49. So I guess we can do it 49. Yeah, I think we can go with 65 by 49. Okay, 65 by 49. Okay, that should be good. I hope. Third time a charm. But of course now we have a printer occupied with our stuff. That's gonna take a while, half an hour, 20 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna export this one. At least we can prepare it. Now I hope it won't be too tight. We have just 0.1, or actually more like 0.2. I hope it will be okay. Alright, so this part is kind of done. I don't want to do any more changes to the rest. Yeah, right, those resistors. Okay, assuming this will be okay. So now there's an issue, because if I would like to change something, well, at least I can make the cutters. So yeah, it's totally fine. Well, I think that will be the best spot for those 330 resistors, because like everywhere else, they're gonna kind of get in the way. I think it makes sense to put them here, and then it could be routed to I2C. Okay, how can we do it? I think if I just make a new component, maybe over here. Oh yeah, it's not so bad. Let's see, let's make this. Like so, and over here we're gonna connect with the line. So this will be our cutter in a way. So I guess I have to move it a little. Okay, these are a little bit different, so they were not cut like this. I kind of messed up. I should have waited a little. And maybe do this as well. So then we can check the whole thing. Where are we now? 20%. I think I'm gonna cancel the print. Yeah, it's not that far yet. Okay, task was cancelled. I think I'm gonna clean this up. We can send the trackpad because it's smaller, and in the meantime we can work on this thing. Okay, let's see. Connection fade. That's awesome. Oh, come on. Okay, now it's doing something. Alright, let's take a look at this thing. Yeah, maybe we can change this a little bit. So instead of having this tree, we can make maybe... Okay, let's do it like this. Maybe we can make some kind of a pattern over here. Okay, let's say we want 5. So 3 for the diodes and 2 for I2C. This looks maybe okay, maybe not. Let's see if we can move this pattern a little bit. Okay, not so great. Because over here we have our diodes. Yeah, this is a little bit too close maybe, because we're gonna have legs coming out through here from the diode itself. Oh well, not enough space it would seem. It kind of sucks. Okay, maybe we can do it a little bit different. Let's say if I can move this one a little bit. We can fit one over here. Or something like this. Would that work? Basically we fit, and there is enough space for the screw over here. We're gonna have those resistors over here as well, but that shouldn't be an issue. I think we can go with that. It's 3.4 inside. So we have to make it a little bit bigger. It's 1.8. Oh no, it's 2.2 the distance. Okay, so it should be fine. This should work. This site is so packed. Like we have diodes over here, then we have resistors over here. I don't think I have a build with this resistors yet. Because yeah, I think that's the idea from the last build, that it was a little bit messy, those resistors like getting in the way. So that was the solution, to have it like this. So then we can have a flexible wire just going in, and that should help. Okay, now we have these two for I2C. Okay, do we need anything else? I don't think so. I think this should be good. Also, this might be a little bit problematic. Maybe we can move it a little bit back, because there will be a Pico sitting over here, so it might be better to have it closer. Little bit. This might be too close. Okay, so let's do 3, 5, 7. Okay, let's hide this. Okay, looks like we have a pretty nice opening for these two resistors. That should be good enough. Okay, I really hope that the MCU will fit as well. No problem. Okay, I guess that's all for this part of the Chordie. So, okay, the trackpad is still printing, finishing soon. So we have the holes for the resistors, so that is okay. Okay, TPS Pico support, so we're gonna check later. Okay, so the rest is a little bit different stuff that we need to take care of. Okay, am I missing something? Most probably I am. And I'm only gonna find out after I finish the print, which kind of sucks. What it is, what it is. Okay, I think it looks good to me. Let's export this. Okay, new project. And let's add. Yeah, it looks promising. I hope the resistor is gonna fit over here. It's basically the same opening like here, but yeah, you never know. But we're gonna test it out. Yeah, okay, so we need support, sadly. Okay, how is the print? Not seeing anything. Is it done? Oh no, it's the printing. Ah yeah, was missing the view. Alrighty, so I was supposed to redesign the 43mm one for the trackpad. And also, okay, I was also curious like how it's gonna look like on a chalk version, because over here it looks okay. Okay, that one is finished, so I think I'm gonna pick it up. And the print bed's so hot, always burn my fingers. Okay, off you go. Okay, is it gonna fit? Let's find out. Yes, it does. Perfect fit. Yeah, it's okay. I think this piece of tape is also helping a little bit, but I'm not gonna remove it. It's okay, and then I figure out that if we print a cover like this, I think it's 0.2, 0.4 thickness, so it sits on top of the trackpad, and it's still okay to use. I also got Mylar or something like that. I think they mentioned this in the datasheet, so maybe at some point I will give it a shot. Maybe instead of having a fully print cover, maybe we can just do something like a frame and then just place the Mylar. It should be better to run your finger on compared to the plastic, to PLA. Have to check it sometime later. Okay, so this looks good, so it's a good fit, so we can base on this. Okay, fine. Right, let's take a look. So this thing is waiting for the seal of approval, if it's gonna fit or not. And in the meantime, let's take a look how it's gonna fit. So our trackpad, for example, the 143 TPS 43, because now we have it designed with this adapter, right? So it sits kind of high up. Yeah, so this part, I don't really like it too much. So I would like to change this. Do something like this. Cover the screws. I mean, the screws will be still visible, but we can stick to 4 of them, because that one was kind of like ad hoc. And makes me wonder... Okay, but what will happen if we go all the way to the bottom? Okay. So instead of having this high up keys like over here, let's say we go flat version. Oh wow, that is kind of... That's gonna be difficult to pull off. Let's see... Oh, hi there. One Red Void 2. Thanks for following. I'm good, thanks. Thanks for asking. How's your 2026 going? Great. Oh, it's going so good. That's great. That's very good to hear. Okay, I'm trying to figure out like what would be the height if we go with the keys, and I have so many things over here in this project. Okay, there is key mockup. Is this chalk? Or is this what? Definitely not the one. Okay, this looks somewhat valid. Okay, so we will have to go all the way to the bottom. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's first let's try to do like a proper frame for that. And then we're gonna worry how can we attach it to the, how to put like a square peg into round hole. That kind of looks like this kind of problem. Yeah, it's a keyboard we've been building for some time. It was supposed to be just few streams and it's done. And I think it's been 7 months already, or maybe 8. And there's always something new coming up. But we are getting there. I think we are almost done at this point. Just last weekend I managed to figure out the biggest issue we've been having with it, with I2C connection. Now it seems to be working. So we just need to attach 2 trackpads. I bought like different ones, something like this. And we are almost done. One more build, or maybe 2. And we can finally close this keyboard. Alright, so we are over here. So first of all, maybe let's just do... How can we approach that? If I make a rectangle from the center, okay, not so much. I would like to cover. Okay, that's not going well. Okay, how about I do it like this? If I go like that, maybe I will be able to just offset, and maybe that will do the trick. Okay, why is it offsetting just one? Oh boy, that's not what I wanted. Okay, let's think about it maybe a little bit different. But basically, we can make. Okay, let's forget these holes for now. Oh, come on. How do you know I'm single? Are you a bot? Okay. Okay, cool. I think I got it finally. If we can do it like this, maybe I can just fix the frame. That's probably not the best way to go around it, but I think I can take it. I hope these are 90 degrees still. Okay, 90, 90. Sometimes I tend to mess up corners. Okay, 90. All right, good. So let's take a look. Let's say we would need to have it. I hope that is correct. Okay, so I guess we have a problem. Because it won't really fit like that. We won't have enough space between here and here to make an adapter, I suppose. Like, what's the distance? 1.7. And if we take a look at, for example, oh yeah, circuit is even lower than that. Oh, thanks. So many compliments. You're new here and so many compliments already. Thank you so much. You really made my day. And it's not that complicated, I guess. Yeah, but it never works. Drop by from time to time, you will be able to see like how many things are broken on this channel. Well, technically nothing ever works on this channel, so maybe it's not that good. Okay, that is not good. Basically, this should be even lower. I think I should lower it all the way to this level. Okay. Okay, that should still be okay. Okay, how can we mount it? Because we don't really have much choice over here. Well, technically we could make the bottom, we could fill it, and we have these screws over here, the mounting screws, so we could kind of like lift it up a little and then screw it in from the bottom. But then like the overall shape doesn't really look good. So maybe we can get away without any kind of adapter if we can screw it to the bottom. Well, that's gonna be a little bit tricky because there might be some components on the bottom, so we have to be really careful with the screw length. Okay, even if you would like to fit inside, we would still have the corners sticking out. So that's one thing, and then we have the bigger one, and then we have the 65 millimeters, which won't even fit. Yeah, and on top of that we still have to fix it somehow. Well, that could be done. Can we have like 1.9 screw over here? Okay, that's enough space. So we could do screws over here later on. Yeah, of course. Who doesn't watch Star Wars? Oh boy. Okay, so now we have a difficult problem. Yeah, so the issue is like we have some of the sensors we have a round shape, and the new ones we have square. One way or another, it's gonna be still sticking out, even the small one. Over here, that's gonna be the trackpad sticking out outside of the frame. Well, we can't make it any bigger, and I don't really want to change the overall shape. Okay, that is not so good. Anyone has any idea what can be done? How to make it fit so that we don't have to change the round shape over here, which I would like to keep. Well, this doesn't really look good, does it? Like having a square like that. What is the length from here to here? Okay, it's 2.4. What is this radius? 3.6. Still not so good. I was thinking about it already, and I was thinking maybe you can have this part like the touchable. But then we would have to move this socket would have to be connect with the base, and it's gonna suck a little. Also, there will be problem with wires. Or maybe it won't be that bad, because we could technically remove the bottom. So from where the canals are over here, we could just get rid of the bottom. So then it will be easy to lift up this part. Yeah, and we could make it work like that, so we could just screw it in from the bottom to the bottom plate. That would be actually the part that will be holding it together. Yeah, but then there is still the issue, because like even if I would like to have it like that, oh my god, where do you get those cheesy texts? ChatGPT? We are building a keyboard over here, and currently I'm trying to fit square peg into round hole. I think this might require a little bit deeper consideration. Good that the print is finishing soon, so we'll be able to check the resistors, we'll be able to check Pico. Okay, how can we... This should be basically okay. Now not maybe not that much important right now. How we gonna lock the top? Let's try like this. Okay, so we can have something like this. Okay, and yet another issue, because these screws will be kind of cutting in. Okay, so that would be like the bottom, right? So 1.2. Well, then we need some space for the screw, like at least 3 millimeters. Maybe I can just that's easier like this. Okay, so this kind of an adapter, I think it looks okay. Yeah, so that's for the smaller one. I guess it's kind of okay. Makes you wonder if you can pull this. Okay, so that's maybe not so bad. We can do 2.5. Okay. I'm not that much happy about it. It's okay, I suppose. It's still a little bit tall. Too tall to my liking, maybe. Okay, but of course we can change some things. Like, let's see. Okay, so there is still some space for improvements. And we could bevel these edges, so maybe, yeah, maybe it will look kind of okay. Okay, yeah, right, so we still need to put like the lid on it. Yeah, but maybe it's not that bad. Okay, our bottom just finished. I'm gonna pick it up. We're gonna check some stuff. Do it like this. I just switched off. Okay, let's see what we have over here. Do I have a Pico somewhere that I can use? I don't. This one is already pre-soldered, so definitely it won't fit. No, it kind of fits. Well, it locks in place, to be honest. I need to check with the clean one. I'll be right back. Okay, here is unspoiled one, clean. Let's see how it's gonna fit. It's very tight, to be honest. You can technically alright, so about this, it's like too deep right now. Because it would be sitting like on the bottom, something like this. Let's see. Okay, so like we're gonna have the whole piece right here. Might be a little bit difficult to get it. Take a look. Okay, so we're gonna be needing access to pin 4 and 5. We have it. It's not that bad. Okay, 3.3. I think we have to expand a little bit more. Everything is too tight, and it's gonna be very difficult later on. For example, if we have the whole piece like this, but this would be kind of dangling. It makes me wonder. Yeah, but still, if we add some solder on the sides, which would definitely leak out, so then it might be not possible to fit this one in. have how is it gonna look like with this, with the magnetic connector, if we put it right here? Okay, barely fits. Yeah, so we're gonna have to either bevel the edges over here, or maybe make it a little bit thinner. We also have to expand sides a little bit, and maybe bottom as well, so that it won't be that difficult to fit it in. Let me add this to our to-do list. Okay, but that's not all. So that was only about the I2C, I mean about the MCU. So we still need to add a little bit more margin for it. Okay, and what else we have done? Those resistors. So let's get a resistor somewhere. Don't have anyone. I mean, don't have any in use. Okay, let's see. Okay, this we tried already, and it fit okay. Okay, it fits over here. Well, that's the old mount. Let's see the new one. So these two are the new ones. So we still have a screw in between, but it seems okay. Okay. I think there's not enough space. I'm gonna have to fix that as well. Yep, it won't come through. But even looking at it, it feels like there's a little bit more. I mean, the gap is bigger over here. That's kind of odd because they were kind of the same shape of the cutout, so should fit. Well, if you force it, it still goes in. question is, can we take it out? Okay, I just strip the leg off. Yeah, so it's definitely too tight. Alright, so what we need to do on the next stream, let's take a look. So we have this, okay, this is not done yet, adapter still needs to be done. Let's see. Okay, so this one still needs to be done. Okay, this one as well. Fix the hole. Okay, check the mount. Add DPS 65. Okay, so this one is over here. Okay, larger spacing. Okay, so far we are sticking to this. We still have the uniform size, which I really would like to keep. Yeah, and the rest is like software, so that will be somewhere later. Okay, I think we're gonna end up on this note. I might do some testing, like maybe tomorrow if I have time, and if not, we're gonna pick up where we left off today on Friday. Hopefully nothing will break on Friday when I try to stream like it happened on Monday. I mean, it was okay today. I think no complaints. So yeah, I'm gonna meet you all on Friday. Thank you very much for joining the stream, for commenting, for subscribing to the channel as well. And yeah, I see you everyone on Friday. Bye bye and have plenty of rest.